I'm Hemi from the Beyond staff. Today, I think I'll be introducing another product. And what am I introducing? For the Jimny, Jimny 2, Jimny Sierra, the Jimny's window. There's actually quite a lot of people who take off the spare tyre. In reality, spare tyres are quite, when you combine the wheel and tyre, the wheels used for the Jimny's rear window, the Sierra are really heavy. By removing it, there are pros and cons. For example, a pro would be slightly better fuel economy, I guess. As for the cons, since you were carrying something heavy on the back, the suspension might make the ride slightly worse, I suppose. However, for those who do remove it, they probably just want to make the car itself look, a bit cleaner. I think. Also, taking the spare tyre off, if you fit a fairly small front bumper, for instance, it gives a really solid look from the side, and it's, stylistically quite cool too. But if you do take the spare tyre off, it actually looks like this car here. This one already has the spare tyre off, and the bracket removed too. It's quite, bumpy all over, like this. So, actually, in this state, I think there are quite a few customers who just put back the screws that originally held the bracket, but still, this slightly bumpy look is a bit uncool, isn't it? And, in the past, I don't know how far back I mean, but when we actually used to do it, smoothing, it's a process called smoothing. We did sheet metal work and smoothed it out. So, regarding this part, there are various methods. Since it's this bumpy, there were times we just cut it right off around here, apply a steel plate, weld the plate on, and then apply filler to make it smooth. However, gradually since then, to make it a bit more reasonable to do, panels that cover this up came out. So we also have these panels to easily smooth this out. They're what you'd call a smoothing panel. If you use this just over the top, the screw holes around here, you will need to block them up a bit. Also for cars with emblems, you'd have to remove the emblem, but really, once it's painted, just like this, gets smoothed out, and this surface that was actually bumpy becomes beautifully flat, like this. And in the past, these types of products were quite often made of FRP. And FRP, it has its pros and cons, but, the quality wasn't great back then, so issues like panel gaps on the mounting surface not aligning at all often came up. However, recently, since they've started using ABS manufacturing, the fitting is really good. You can even do it yourself, for instance, once it's painted. As for fitting it, if two people align it together, it can be attached very easily. And actually, double-sided tape is already applied to the back of the product. So, have it painted and then degrease and clean the car side like this. And then for the holes, just stick some tape or something to waterproof it. And then all you have to do is align it and stick it on. You can easily make the back look nice and clean like this. It hasn't been painted yet, so it looks a bit odd, but I'll add a photo of it fitted to our car. Just like this. It's a panel that easily smooths out the back. A smoothing panel. And of course, by fitting this smoothing panel, since the panel itself is made of a really lightweight material, quite a big benefit is, as I mentioned at the start, it makes the car feel lighter when driving. Also, it might even slightly improve fuel economy too. However, because the spare tyre is removed, driving this myself without the spare tyre, you do definitely get a slightly, unstable feel on mountain roads and such, which I suppose is a bit of a drawback. You can easily do it just like this. And we can paint it for you here, before handing it over. And, what's more, if it's painted and you're a bit worried about fitting it yourself, just let us know, and we'll even fit it for you. And we currently have a car, a Jimny JB64 with one fitted. So, well, if anyone's interested, just pop into the shop and you can see the product itself. And also, what it looks like fitted to a vehicle. Well, this time, it was an introduction to the smoothing panel. He liked it. I'd love it if you could subscribe and leave a like. Thank you for watching.